family and friends and fellow YouTubers, it's Kim here from Kim's Country Corner. And I don't know if you can tell or not, but I am still at my daughter's. If you watched my last video, I gave you a tour of her townhouse and showed you her kitchen. So today we are in the kitchen because it's been 2 weeks since I've been on, and I thought I need to stop in and say hello to my friends out there. And I thought that while I'm talking, I would bake some chocolate chip cookies. Tomorrow this weekend, we are all getting together at Karen and Matt's house in Monroe City. They're hosting a large Memorial Day picnic, family get together, and we are also celebrating my youngest granddaughter's birthday. This weekend is not actually her birthday, but the weekend that was her birthday, Matt had a very close friend that was getting his doctorate's degree. And so Matt wanted to be there for the graduation. They've been friends since children. And so we figured not Katy, look at me already mixing up names. So we figured that Emma, only being 2, would not care when her birthday party was. So we moved it to Memorial Day weekend. And Matt and Karen always host a large Memorial Day weekend get together anyway, so we're just combining the two this year. So I'm very excited to go back home and see John and Karen and Matt and the kids. And Katy Beth is not feeling 100% yet. In fact, that's one of the reasons I'm not home yet, is because she had a relapse. Katy Beth is very much like me in the fact that she has a low immune system, and when something hits her, it hits her hard, and it's very hard for her to overcome. So so she had a small relapse, but she's back on the road again. Anyhow, she thought that she might try to go home this weekend with us and visit with her sister and the grandbabies, well, her niece and nephew. Anyhow, so I thought that I would make some chocolate chip cookies for the get-together. Now I know Karen is going to have plenty of food. She's going to have cupcakes. She's going to have a birthday cake. Her father-in-law is barbecuing, and her mother-in-law is really good about making fixings to go along with the barbecue. So there's going to be plenty to eat, and I know that. But I thought, you know what, I'm not doing anything today. So I thought I'd just make up a batch of chocolate chip cookies. And another reason I wanted to do that is because you don't really know what a kitchen needs until you use it. And so Katy Beth, God love her, she's got tons of talent, extremely smart, was 3rd in her high school class as far as academic rankings. I mean, very smart, but God love her, she's not really very domesticated. She has lots of other talents, but cooking is just not one of them. So I thought what I would do is do some baking today and kind of wing it. And as I'm going, I can see what does she need, you know, and I have a notepad here. I'm going to be making a list of different things that she might need for her kitchen. I already kind of did this once because I knew I was going to be baking cookies, and she didn't even have mixing bowls. So I kind of like played it through my head. What does she need to bake cookies? I figure cookies are very simple things to bake, and if you can at least get what you need for that, then maybe the rest of it will fall in line. So one day I went out and I got some mixing bowls and some stirring spoons and even a little hand mixer and all the ingredients that she needed for chocolate chip cookies. And so today I'm going to break in her kitchen and bake some chocolate chip cookies and see if there's anything else she needs. She has not been eating hardly anything for the last 8 weeks, and me being by myself, I have not been eating that much either. We both enjoy the protein shakes. Not that she needs them for a diet. and even though I do, that's not exactly why I drink them. They're just easy. You know, you don't feel like fixing a big lunch, so you grab a protein shake. I would try to always fix us a meal in the evening, but it was usually like scrambled eggs, something simple, something soft, you know. So anyhow, I have rambled on here long enough. I just wanted to tell you what was going on. So let's get to baking these cookies, okay, and have a little bit more talking time. All right, here we go. One of the things I wanted to share with you is that as I was using her kitchen, I have rearranged it to kind of fit how you do things, if that makes sense. Like, I like having the coffee pots over here close to the table, you know, and since I moved the coffee pots to this side, then that meant putting the coffee over here, you know. And Katy does not care how I arrange her kitchen. She's just happy I'm cleaning it. So, and I wanted to show you this little mug. We always said that Katy, living by herself, needed to get a cat. And Katy was always like, I don't have time to take care of a cat. She loves cats. When she's at our house, she's always got Squirm or Spice on her lap. But she's like, I don't have time to take care of a cat. So I found this little cat mug. And when she was in the hospital for a short stint, I had taken this over to her. So, yeah, so there's her cat. And so yeah, I kind of rearranged her kitchen just a little bit. And down here we're trying to learn how to make smoothies using Greek yogurt, because Greek yogurt is high in protein. So, and I'm into a high protein diet right now, or trying to be. So I'm always looking for alternative methods. So anyhow, we dug out her blender, and as most of you know, I do the apple cider trick, and so we're trying to stick with some fruits in our diet. And so yeah, so one of the other things I ended up having to get her was a table so that I could do some baking, because as you can see, she doesn't have a whole lot of counter space. And I'm one of those people where I don't like putting things away. I mean, it's like, I use the toaster every day. Why do I want to put it in a cabinet just to dig it out? You know, we use the blender every day. Why do I want to put it in a cabinet just to dig it out? So I'm one of those people that if it's something I use, I leave it sitting out. Well, as you can see, that takes up counter space. So in order to do some baking and to have some surface room, we got this little table here. And it's really nice. Katy likes it. She has used it already for sorting out paperwork, her medical paperwork, and some of her work, and she kind of uses it as a small desk. And then, as you can see, it's so lightweight that all I have to do is swing it around, and I have a space to mix ingredients and to start my baking, because her table is all the way over here. If you guys watch me work in my kitchen, you see that I use my kitchen table, but hers is so far away from the activity that we thought this little table will just do the trick. And then after I get done baking, it'll just swing back over here against the wall. All right, I'm going to get started here. So I'm going to put you guys down for just a minute. Okay. All right, so let's get out these mixing bowls and the chocolate chips and see what we need here. I bought her 2 mixing bowls because I know that when you bake, you always want one bowl for your dry ingredients and the other bowl for your wet ingredients. So. All right, hang on, I have to go get my glasses. They constantly continue to make the print on the back of these packages smaller and smaller. I know they do. But anyhow, one thing I thought I would show you real quick though is this is her baking section now. I have gone out and gotten her sugar, flour, everything I could think of that she would need to bake. So there's that. Be back. All right, here we go. Let's see, we need flour, baking soda, salt, butter, sugar. Okay, so I'm just going to get everything out, set it out. That's one of the first things I like to do. As a cook or a baker, you always find that it's best to set out all your ingredients, because there's nothing worse to get halfway through making something and realize, oh, I don't have vanilla, you know, or I forgot I ran out of eggs. So I am one of those people, I like to set my stuff out. Okay, sugar. Get our eggs in there. Yeah, that's better. Get our butter in there. Closer so I can get it to the mixer. All right, before I put the mixer in that though, I'm going to mash that together just a little bit. That's just me. That's just something I like to do. There. I mean, you can hand mix all of this. You do not have to use an electric mixer, of course. Pioneer women used to make chocolate chip cookies all the time, doing it 100% by hand. There we go. But if you have a mixer, I say let's use it. All right, let me see how I get this out of here. I know that John has already washed this up for me, so I'm not worried about that part. Well, now I might be worried about that part. Although I did just sweep them off Katy's kitchen floor. So we'll give them another good rinse. Okay. It's funny, whenever I go into these new kitchens, like Karen and Matt, they have a brand new kitchen. Matt designed and put it in himself. And all of their appliances are black. Black fridge, black stove, black dishwasher. And Katy's, of course, are white, because this is an older townhouse. But all of her appliances are black. And black seems to be the color nowadays. I just think that's odd, the way things change. Remember, I grew up in a house where everything was avocado. Do you remember the avocado green? Our refrigerator, our stove, our dishwasher, everything was avocado. And then if you did not choose the avocado, you probably had the mustard yellow. And so then, when I got to be older, to have my own apartment, my own place, everything went to white because it was crisp and it was clean and it was classic. And now everything has changed from white to either stainless steel, that's a popular finish, or the black. And it's just the way, I just think it's funny the way society changes our color schemes for us. All right. These are the wet ingredients, of course, you can see that. All right. Now, what I have to do is I have to pour this
into that, slowly mixing as I go. Let's see if I can move this back just a little bit. It's going to reach. Yeah, that reaches. Should have done that before. All right, we're going to learn, right? Next time I'll know. All right, here we go. Alright, that's pretty good. Here we go. We're going to get that batter off and hopefully not make a mess. And slowly lift that up. Get that skin off. Not too bad. Alright. Have that done. Look how easy that was. Did you all see that? How easy that was? All right. Now, this is a big bag of chocolate chips. I'm not sure I'm supposed to put all of these. No, it just asks, it asked for 2 cups with them lately. All right, so 2 cups. Here we go. 1 and 2. Piece this in there. All right. Aren't those pretty? Look how pretty those come out. And they come out a lot more evenly done too. And they're so easy. This is just so easy. And it wasn't very much. So if you're one of those people that do the tablespoon method, try one of these cookie droppers. I don't know what they're called, but cookie dippers. Anyhow, I just love the way they work. They're so easy to use. Okay, so I'm going to get these in the oven and I will show you what they look like when they come out. But you probably already know what chocolate chip cookies look like, but they're going to smell so good. So tell me, guys, in the comments below, what color kitchen did you grow up in? That'll tell your age, won't it? Was it avocado? Was it mustard yellow? Was it stainless steel? Or is it black? What color kitchen did you grow up in? All right, let's see. 6. I think we can get one more on there. One more row of 3. Man, those look big. That looks really big compared to my daughter's. But I double checked and it said it was cookie, because they do have the melon ones that you can do. And the melon ones are smaller. I don't know, maybe she uses a melon one for both her cookies and her melons. Anyhow, I'm rambling again. All right, let's get these cookies in. Second sheet done. I'll put them both in at the same time. So I did well because I remembered everything she needed to bake cookies. So if nothing else, if she's home and she's bored and it's a rainy day, which we're having a lot of rainy days. All right, for those of you that don't know, I am in Missouri. And we have had all of our major rivers are flooding. The Mississippi, the Missouri, the Illinois. Down south we have the Arkansas River flooding. Lots of floods going on around here. and tornadoes, lots of tornadoes. We had a major tornado outbreak 2 days ago, and our state capital, Jefferson City, Missouri, got hit really hard. We also got hit down at the Lake of the Ozarks, where my brother lives, down near Joplin. We got hit in Eldon, Missouri. That's where my stepmom lives. And Katy and I, here in Columbia, Missouri, hid in the closet for close to an hour because Columbia got hit. Now, Columbia did not get a direct hit on the big city. We got a hit north of us in a less rural area. In fact, I'm not even sure if there was any structural damage because it was in a rural area. But yeah, I think the news said we had 11 tornadoes within the state of Missouri. We had this line that literally went from the north of the tip of Missouri all the way down to the south into Arkansas, down through Texas where my son is at. So we were all hiding from tornadoes 2 nights ago. And rain, lots of rain. We had 5 inches of rain within like a 6-hour span. That's like an inch an hour. and that was just one day. One day. I don't know when the last time I saw the sunshine. I remember I keep thinking, I need to be home. I need to be getting my garden in. You know, I need to be checking on what I'm going to be growing. And then I go, Kim, unless you're growing water lilies, you're not going to be growing anything for a while. It is just mud. I wonder if I can get, boy, that looks like does that not look like a huge cookie? Maybe I'm loading it up too much. All right, let's see if we can get this last one in here. And we'll have 2 full pans. All right, here we go. Man, those are big. I'm not used to seeing them that big. All right, here we go. We're gonna get these in. Let's see how long we have to set the timer. 9 to 11 minutes. All right, so here's the closet. Here's the closet that Katy and I hid in. This is her storage closet. I don't know if you can see in there. That's her storage closet. We started out, let me turn on this light real quick. There. We started out in the bathroom. And I was sitting over here. We had taken that out. I was sitting over there. Katy was sitting over here with the door shut. And we both looked up and went, not supposed to be in a room where there is glass. So we were like, okay, let's move next door. So Katy jumped up because she can move faster than I do. She threw all of that stuff out here into the hallway. While she was throwing the stuff into the hallway, I was over here grabbing blankets, pillows, cushions, whatever I could find to put over the top of us. And she got finished cleaning this out, and then I sat over there where the pink tubs are at. And she sat back in there. And we just sat in there and talked and prayed and try to keep our calm for an hour. And we could hear the TV. We left the TV on so that we could hear it. And then here is what I did for my granddaughter's birthday party. She loves Winnie the Pooh. And I got her this shirt that said, "Together is our favorite place to be." And I just love that shirt. That's what she's getting from me for her birthday. So I was like, I am going to draw a poster of that. And I know the characters look a little funky, But that's the way they looked on the shirt. They're supposed to be like the baby of the characters. Like it's supposed to be a baby Pooh and a baby Piglet. And I never claimed to be the best artist. Just that I enjoy doing it. And then my granddaughter, who's turning 2, loves flamingos. Absolutely loves them. She had them on her Easter pail. She has, I think, 2 flamingo shirts that she's always telling Mom, flamingo shirt, flamingo shirt. And they went to the zoo, and my daughter taped her saying flamingo when they were over by the flamingo pit or pond. And it's really funny because she does not say flamingo. She says mingo, mingo. And my daughter will go, Emma, flamingo. Because my daughter's a teacher and she's really good about trying to get her to say the whole word, you know, and teach her the proper language. And Emma will just look at her and get all excited and go, yeah, mingo, mingo. So I had to put a flamingo on there, a mingo, just for her. Yep. Anyhow.
Friends, well, that's going to be it for today. I just want to say thank you so much for sticking in there with me. I know I have not been making very many videos like I promised you at the beginning of the year. I was like, this is going to be the year I'm going to be making lots of videos. And but April, the middle of April, my daughter got sick, and then all of May she's been under the weather, and it just takes a lot to take care of her. Not complaining, I'm just saying I've been really busy. That's all I'm saying, is I have been really busy. And when I'm not busy, I'm usually taking a break. So thank you so much for sticking in there with me, and welcome to all of my new subscribers, and hello to all the loyal ones that have been with me since day one. And I want to give a special shout out to Mrs. B and Bob Stetter. Bob, for helping Jeff at Bobblehead Homestead. If you have not visited Bobblehead Homestead, you should jump in there and peek at his channel, if for no other reason, just to see the miracle that happened over the last 2 weeks. They literally built him a home. Jeff from Bobblehead had ordered a shed, and the Self-Reliant Home Show, along with many other homesteader channels, helpers, went in there and converted that shed into a beautiful home for him. So shout out to the Self-Reliant Roadshow, and shout out to Jeff. And if you liked what you're seeing, be sure to hit that subscribe button to Kim's Country Corner. Bye. Okay, friends, there they are. And you know what? They don't look as big as I thought they were going to get. They look about the size I normally get. But yeah, I think the recipe must make miniature cookies because it calls for 5 dozen, and I got 2.5. And this is about the size mine are, so pretty good. It smells so good in here.